my top tips for investing in Dubai real estate, October 2023. So I haven't done this for about 5 months, and I know that you love to hear my top recommendations for what is it you should be looking at right now. So let's start with tip number 1, apartments. Any apartments anywhere near the water or a beachfront that are on a payment plan, because most of you are buying this from overseas, so it's pretty difficult to get a mortgage. It's not impossible, but it's not easy. And a lot of you, this is maybe your entry point into Dubai, so you're looking for a payment plan. So if there's any apartments near the water, near the beach, on a payment plan, that is very, very hot right now. It's very in demand. Going still with the apartments topic, any apartments that have a post-handover payment plan are especially important and in demand, and actually they can be anywhere in the city. So if you are looking for something where you want to pay as slow as possible, we've got some really great options with a post-handover payment plan. That means that you buy a property today, the price is fixed today, and then what happens is, say it's a 8-year payment plan, you would pay 30% maybe 50% between now and handover over the next 3 years, and then you would have a further 5 years to pay the remaining 50%. So they're really, really popular, and especially for many of you wanting to enter into the Dubai real estate market and you're looking at buying a unit maybe to put on the short-term rental, then that works wonders, because in fact what your return on equity is much higher because you've only paid 50% to the property. You're getting the keys, you're putting it on the short-term rental, and then you're obviously commanding that return, and you still haven't fully paid for the property. And don't forget that if you're looking for units for short-term rental, they need to be in a nice area. There's no point coming to me saying, Lucy, I've got this small budget of 800,000 dirham and I want the best location because I want to rent it out to tourists. You're not going to get anything for 800,000 dirham. I have this time and time again from clients. If you want a good return, you're going to have to pay more to be in a better area. And beachfront, waterfront, good locations don't come cheap anymore in Dubai. There are some great little offers, and I know exactly where they are, so remember, get in touch. So point number 3, let's go on to, is townhouses. Now I cannot stress enough that townhouses are the hottest property in Dubai. In fact, they're so hot, I already bought myself, so I put my money where my mouth is. So as well as being a real estate professional here in Dubai, I'm also an owner and investor, so I speak from the heart, I speak from my experience and knowledge, and I have invested in a townhouse. So townhouses, if there's any townhouses anywhere in Dubai, the most in-demand budget now seems to be between 2.5 million up to 5 million dirham. And a townhouse, the difference between a townhouse and a villa is that a townhouse is connected either side to its neighbour's wall. A villa is fully detached. You can walk around the 4 sides of the garden. So we do have corner townhouses where one side is fully your garden walking right the way down, and then you're connected to your neighbour on the other side. But the corner townhouses, of course, are usually more money and more in demand. So get in touch with me. The 2.5 to 5 million dirham range is what most people are looking to bag right now in the townhouses. And then the next most in-demand property are villas between 4.5 million to 10 million dirham. Now we're talking detached villas where you walk all the way around the 4 walls. So these are highly in demand. People are looking for villas. We just don't have enough. You've got to understand that Dubai was launched. Sorry, my arm is aching holding this. I know some of you are going to comment that I need to buy a tripod. I do need to buy a tripod. Anyway, so we never built enough houses. We built far too many apartments and penthouses in Dubai, but we never built enough townhouses and villas. So the fact is that if you can find a villa, even if it's on a payment plan, the future is bright here. We don't have enough homes. We have so many people moving here from all overseas, and guess what? Just like you, everybody's not just moving on their own now. They're moving with their families, or they're moving, newly married, and they're going to come start a family, grow the family, and they'll need space. You'll need space. You'll need a garden. Remember, post-COVID, we all value space. We value having separate rooms for home offices, for doing Zoom rooms, or maybe even homeschooling. So space is really, really key now. And villas from 4.5 million to 10 million are very, very in demand. I actually have a really good one right now at 4.7 million. So check out about 4 videos back here on my YouTube channel, and hopefully it's still for sale when you get in touch with me if you're not too long. Now, the next most in demand, and why I happen to be standing here, which funny enough is also where I bought a home, are waterfront villas, waterfront mansions. I cannot stress enough. It doesn't matter what price point you enter in at. You can be buying a waterfront mansion from 5 million, 6 million dirham, all the way up to properties here at over 50 million or 100 million on the waterfront or on the Palm Jumeirah on the water. They are so in demand and they are going to do well. Whether you're an investor, whether you're going to buy it and then rent it on, or whether you're going to buy it and flip it, or whether you're going to buy it and live in it and then do something later on in life, you cannot lose with a waterfront home. Remember, we're in a warm climate, okay? We like swimming, we like the water, we need to cool down. So maybe you're watching this video from the Arctic where it's freezing cold and you're like, yeah, the water's nice to look at, Lucy, but I don't need to get in, I'm freezing cold. But remember, here in the Middle East, it's warm. So we value water, we value swimming, we value being able to, you know, go and dip in that water. So remember, that is really, really, really in demand. Any waterfront homes whatsoever, and they are key. Now, finally, okay, and this is the most exciting one of all right now, is Ras Al Khaimah. So Ras Al Khaimah is not even Dubai, it's a different emirate. So it's a little bit like different states of America, or different counties in the UK, or different areas in France. So it's not this, it's the same country, it's the United Arab Emirates. So you still have obviously that no tax and you have safety, and you're living in the Gulf, but it's Ras Al Khaimah. And what's happening in Ras Al Khaimah is extraordinary. It is the first time in the Gulf for the UAE as #1 to allow casinos to be licensed. We can now do gambling, and as a result, the Wynn Hotel and Resort is moving in. It is coming to Ras Al Khaimah. It is coming to Al Marjan Island. Again, check out my previous video. I've done a video on Al Marjan Island and also Hayat Island. So properties in Ras Al Khaimah are going to go through the roof. Mark my words. You want to get in at any level, just get in. So in fact, I've got a really hot deal right now of a very old villa, but it's still so cheap. I actually can't believe it myself. It's under 4.5 million dirham, and it has a water view in its own pool and garden. It's so cheap. Now it's old, it's a renovation project, but it's those kind of little oddballs you want to just bag up quickly. Even if you renovate it and stick it on the market, double the price, you will do well. So let's think about this, right? When the casino opens in Ras Al Khaimah, this will be like Vegas of the Middle East. This will be like the Macau of the Middle East. And what happened there? Properties just went tenfold, double in price. People moved in. There's a lot of money when there's anything to do with casinos and gambling. And you know, we don't have, this part of the world has no, you know, key casino destinations, and we have to fly so far to either get to Vegas or to Macau. So to have something in this part of the world where there's an extraordinary percentage of ultra high net worths is going to change the game for the casino industry. And we even have the chief, I don't know what his role is, but he was the one that actually strategized Vegas and the casino era 35 years ago. We now have him here for the Ras Al Khaimah Tourism Board, strategizing and implementing the best plan as to how it's going to work. So if you want to get in, invest in a property, we have a new launch coming in 10 days, so you can always message me and ask me more about that. We've also got I've got 2 beachfront villas still left, only 2, so you'll be super quick with those. By the time this video is gone, they might even be sold. It's that quick, our market. And we've also got Nikki Beach, yes, Nikki Beach, which is going to launch in a month's time. So we can get your details from now, we can get you in the queue for that. So there's so much choice coming, and of course the earlier you get in, price per square foot is still low. So don't think, oh well, it's not here yet, I'll get in a year, 2 years time. Yes, there's going to be property available, sure, but the price per square foot will be higher because every time a developer launches, they put up their price per square foot. I know because I've been there and I've seen it. So remember, I've lived here 12 years, I've been in the industry 18 years in the Gulf, and I'm an owner and investor myself. If you want somebody that can hold your hand from step A to Z, and obviously no judgments, I absolutely welcome you, whether you're a first-time buyer in the region, whether you bought 25 properties, you are my client and I'm here very much to help and support you. And of course, when you're buying with me, I can also allow you sort of access to my support system, to my lawyers, my accountants, banking specialists, etc. That's all part of the package. So even if you don't have a bank account in Dubai, even if you've never stepped foot in Dubai and you just want in now, I can help you without you having to even get on a plane. I did it in COVID. Many of you have since come here, visited, met me after buying property with me from here on YouTube, and you're all completely happy, pleased that you did, and your properties have gone up in value. And one last thing, check out the description below here in the video. You've got my telephone number. The best way, the fastest way is always to communicate by WhatsApp with me, and I will help you. So I'm just going to do a quick video of this. Is the kind of waterfront community that you can expect when you work with me and you're choosing the right developer and facilities. So, you know, this is completely man-made. This was desert, and look at it now. Wouldn't you agree that looks pretty lush? So there's a lot more communities similar, maybe golf courses, waterfront. You don't know what you don't know. I'm here, I'm your eyes and ears on the ground, I'm your knowledge, I'm your experience, and I'm here to help. Et oui, je parle français, hablo español también.